Hard lessons, I've learned a few of those. In this video, I'm reflecting on some of the important and hard lessons that I've learned in business. I hope you'll learn something from this experience. I hope this is going to be enlightening. Let's do it. I'm Pallen, a brand strategist. Welcome to my channel where I promise practical advice to build your brand. Today's video is a little different, still practical, but not quite as rooted in my normal branding strategies, social media tips, or latest AI buzz. Instead, I want to share what I have learned as an entrepreneur. I'm a keynote speaker, an agency owner, content creator who helps professionals leverage personal branding and business tools for success. That's what I do, helping you master your first impression online and off. And when I think about the hard lessons that I've learned, the first one that comes to mind is this. You need to replace yourself. Let me explain. Being a successful business owner doesn't mean having more work than you know what to deal with. It actually means making yourself, the owner, replaceable. And I'll explain what I mean by this. As an individual, you can have all the automations in the world, and trust me, I'm a big fan of automation, but no matter what, your success is still going to be capped by the output that you can achieve in a day. If you bring someone onto your team with half your skill set, you'll still be producing 50% more than if it's just you alone. This is interesting. A study by Gallup, which is linked on their website, emphasizes the significant impact of effective delegation on business growth. It found that CEOs with high delegator talent experienced notably higher growth rates and revenue. For instance, those with high delegator talent among the Inc. 500 CEOs saw an average 3-year growth rate of 1,751%. That's 112 percentage points greater than those with limited delegator talent. So what does this demonstrate? Well, the critical role of delegation in scaling a business, expanding job creation, underscoring the necessity for entrepreneurs to really cultivate delegation as a skill, a super important aspect of leadership and business success. I may not be an Inc. 500 CEO, but as an agency and a small business owner, I have felt this. A story on that in a moment, but first I want to share one of the platforms I recommend for business and agency owners to provide their clients with a white label website solution. It's called Brizy Cloud, and they're sponsoring this video. You've heard of Wix and Squarespace. Now imagine offering your own version of that to your clients. It's called Brizy Cloud, and its key features include a managed platform, including hosting, security, and fast loading times, pre-made customizable templates, over 180 templates to kickstart website creation, a no-code builder, an intuitive drag and drop interface for easy editing, mobile responsiveness, ensuring websites look great on all devices, multiple publishing options, so things like custom domains, server syncing, or HTML download, reselling Brizy Cloud under your own brand, generating reoccurring revenue, managed service, hosting updates, backups, and security handled for you, client management and billing. The Stripe integration for setting up prices is simple and easy to navigate, a freemium model allowing clients to upgrade to Pro for additional features, plus so much more. Check out Brizy Cloud for yourself. That story I mentioned, now I've always got a team of amazing contractors working with me on projects, but it wasn't always that way. One of the scariest moments for me was when I started my branding agency. It was taking that leap to hire my first contractor. Shout out to Ton, my first contractor, who still works with me today more than 10 years later. Previously, I had been the only person designing for clients, and I couldn't imagine anyone else doing it. Also, the idea of having to pay him and also pay myself meant that my rates had to go up. But by hiring a specialist in a specific area, it justified rates going up because the quality was actually better. The final product was better than I was able to do on my own. When I hired a designer to help me, I was better able to focus my time on finding clients and scaling my business. That leads me into my next lesson, actually. Nothing matters more than your reputation, and that's what I've been building gradually since I started. The next few articles, which I'll link to in the description below, remind us that indeed the world is a small place. No amount of advertising can rival the power of what people say about your business. That truth is echoed by experts who emphasize the unbelievable importance of a business's reputation in attracting opportunities and increasing its value. A positive reputation not only opens doors to successful partnerships, but also attracts more skilled employees, reminding us that every aspect of a company can be directly or indirectly impacted by its public image. Even when faced with challenging clients and projects, I recommend taking the high road. For me, it has proven invaluable. This approach is aligned with understanding that a positive reputation generates beneficial online content, creates a reputational firewall, if you will, that protects against the visibility of negative content. No one wants that. Also, the long-term investment in reputation management builds value, competitiveness, loyalty, and it's essential in today's transparent digital landscape, where a good reputation is hard to earn but easily lost. Reputation, it is everything. The next lesson, hopefully you'll find this relatable, but here's the lesson: you will make mistakes. I love this article on business.com that reminds us that mistakes are an inevitable part of business and also just being a human. Whether it's a failed hire, missed deadline, product flop, each mistake that we experience offers a unique lesson that, when embraced, even though it's hard in the moment, it leads to greater success and creativity in future endeavors. The key is acknowledging these errors, reflecting on them, and then making the necessary changes that we need to avoid repetition. Also, responding to these mistakes with humility is super important. A sincere apology or complimentary service goes a long way. A long way. So now we're on to my last hard lesson, which is this: running a business isn't easy. It isn't easy. Being an entrepreneur is like riding a roller coaster. Sure, you've got the freedom to choose when you work, but if you're relaxing, your business isn't growing. It's all on you. Running the show means dealing with the ups and the downs by yourself. Like when I'm in Europe working weird hours just to keep things moving, or giving up weekends to tackle emergencies. It is all part of it. I'm grateful to have found the right people to join the ride, and I've definitely learned how to pass the baton so that I'm not doing it all. Because I think at the end of the day, growing a business is about making smart moves, not just working your tail off. Including Brizy Cloud, an amazing white label website solution for agency owners. A huge thanks to Brizy Cloud for sponsoring today's video. There you go, those are my lessons. Do any of these resonate? Let me know in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going on down there. Respond to those personally. I've linked to some useful stuff related to what I have covered in this video. Go ahead and check that out in the description. If you enjoy this video, give it a like. That helps other people discover these videos, which we work hard to create for you, and subscribe for more of my videos on branding, positioning, building, and promoting your brand. Next, I'm sharing a few videos I think you'll be interested in. I'm Pallen. Thanks for watching this one. Those coming up next.